Alright, so any B2B agency needs this workflow. It's going to save you at least a few hours per week. Depending on how many calls you get booked, it's going to save you at least 30 minutes per call booked. Any company that books a call with you is automatically going to research their entire company, everything on the internet about them. It's going to write you a discovery call transcript. It's going to get all their information, such as their estimated revenue, estimated amount of employees. It's going to give you a ton of good questions to ask based on the information they put in your booking form, or just based on what they're inquiring about. See, it'll give you questions to ask about their current situation, their dream outcome, and the gap between. More technical questions about the systems they're inquiring about and how it will fit in with their company. Basically everything you could think of in a discovery call transcript. And on top of that, it's going to write them a personalized email to make sure they're going to show up, because we all hate no-shows. And lastly, it's also going to enter all their information into your CRM. So for my example, my CRM, I just use Google Sheets, but you could replace this with a HTTP node to a CRM. So the way it works is it listens for the call booked email that you get from cal.com, Calendly, however you want to set it up. You can see in here, mine just looks for emails that have joined me for a strategy session, because all of my call booking emails have that in the email. So when it finds an email that came in, it's going to take all that information from the code of the email. You can see all this code. It splits out all the information. So when you receive an email, it's going to hit this trigger, and you have a ton of this code. And obviously, you're not going to read through this code. We're going to get code to read through the code. So this code node, it will actually split out all that information into the stuff that's important, and then it's going to give it to an AI agent. It's going to give them the name of the company, the name of the person, the website of the company if they gave you the website. Otherwise, it's going to try and find the website of the company based on the name. It's going to feed the whole email to the AI, right? And then that AI is going to search for everything on the internet, their LinkedIn, their website, blogs, anything like that. It's going to output all that information and put it into your Google Sheet. So you can put all of that information from the company into the Google Sheet. After that, it's going to write search queries that another agent is going to do an even deeper dive onto this company based on the information it got in here. So this one is going to find absolutely everything. It's going to find their estimated revenue, estimated employee count, all their services, everything like that. With all that information on that deep dive, it's actually going to use an example of a discovery transcript that you give it. I have my example in here. I told it to be Alex Hormozy, and it's going to write that Notion document for you. So once it's written all of the discovery call transcript, all the questions you want to ask, it's done all that deeper research, it's going to put that in markdown format, and this is going to convert that into Notion blocks, and then the Notion blocks are going to get posted into Notion as I showed you earlier, and then that automatically will just land in your Notion document. So as soon as you get an email, after a few minutes, it's going to do all that research, it's going to put it in your CRM, and you're going to get one of these into your Notion. So when you're on a call, you can just have this open and you can refer to it during your call. Make sure you touch every point. And obviously we can customize the prompt in here to make it fit whatever format you want for your research. And then lastly, it's going to use that information to write a booking email for them. So we know Calendly, cal.com, they send those automated reminders, but they're not eliciting response. They just sit in the inbox, so they don't really get cared about, right? So it's actually going to send a personalized looking email like this. This is my example. It's going to also say, just shoot me a quick reply so I know you're committed to showing up, because we all hate no-shows. So you want them to respond to this email. It looks like it looks like I wrote it myself. It's very casual language. It automatically puts Thursday at 1:30 p.m. your time. It reads their time zone and all that, and just outputs it in casual language so that it looks like it was a personally written email. It says about AI voice callers for outreach, because that's what the person booked the call about. So yeah, this was fully written by AI. Looks like I wrote it, and it's going to make them reply to it, and then they're actually going to show up. So another feature about this workflow, let's say they didn't book a call with you via your normal booking form. like mine is set up with my cal.com, right? So when they book this, they put in their company name, company website, they answer all these questions, and my code will read the answers for it and give it to the AI. But let's say they didn't book a call via your normal form. You can just come here. Let me just unpin this. You just come here and just input the information yourself. So you put whatever you put here, it's going to research their website, going to research their company name. If you don't have their website, it's going to find their website if they have one. It's going to find their LinkedIn. It's going to find everything. You don't have to fill out every single one of these fields, but the more you fill out, the more information you're giving to the AI, and the more information you're going to automatically get entered into your CRM. So when you fill that out, it's going to do that same process. It's going to do a light research to just enrich the contact and fill your CRM, and then it's going to do a more deep dive to write the document and the email. So if we want to get a bit more technical about how this actually works, let's start with the Gmail trigger. So in the Gmail trigger, you're going to put something that only is in your booking emails and nothing else. So my booking emails have joined me for a strategy session. So the Gmail trigger is just looking for emails that have that. After that, this is unneeded right now. I've added this just to add different kinds of emails I get because I have multiple booking links. So I'm going to make another code that reads the other kinds of emails. So if you were to set this up for yourself, what you'd actually have to do is put something unique to your booking emails in here, so it only gets triggered when you get a booking email. After that, you can come to any node downstream, just take the text as HTML, and you just copy that into ChatGPT, and then tell it to write. It's actually better if you come to the n8n assistant and you say, tell it, write a code node that can parse all of the answers to this call booking form email, and then it would write the code for you. It would write the code for you that has to go in here. So let me just delete that. And when you put that code in there, it's automatically going to output all of the information. And then you would just feed all that information to the AI. You drag it in here. The AI is going to read all that. And once you've done that, you can basically just tune these prompts as you like. They're already pretty good, but if you'd like it to work differently, you can tune the prompts. As long as it outputs JSON. So because it outputs JSON, this one just cleans it up, make sure it's all good. And then that's going to go into your CRM. You just drag from the sanitize to the CRM. Here's a great tip for you. If you just copy paste the entire workflow into ChatGPT, you can tell it to write those code nodes to make sure it's going to work for you, and just keep prompting it, vibe code it until it works. But mine works for my email. As long as you have the same things that come out of this code here, it should work for you as well. So that's basically it. This workflow can seriously save agencies hours and hours per week. Especially the more calls you get booked, the more time it saves you. So if you want this workflow, just comment workflow down below, or you can check out my link in my bio to my Gumroad, and it will be on there for free. So thank you for watching, and see me on the next video. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.